Hey fam, welcome to episode 2 of Dear Diary, where you guys get to travel with me on my therapy journey. In my last video, and if you haven't watched this yet, you can check it out here. I'll also leave a link to the video in the description box. But in that video, I shared with you guys that it took me 2 years to make the decision to go to therapy. And so I just decided that I would share with you all the why. The first reason is I realized unresolved issues from my past were affecting me, the choices I made, and the relationships I allowed in my life in a very negative way. And before you guys say, duh, Shaquala, that's basic, let me unpack it. There are things that have happened in my life, like in my childhood and in my young adult years, that I knew I wanted to discuss with someone one day. But there are also things that have happened of which I was not aware until a situation arose or a person came along and agitated that wound, and then I would have a really bad reaction, or I would not have anything to say where I should have said something and should have stood up for myself. And so I realized, whoa, there's something here. It's a little murky for me to figure out, but there's something here that I need to get to the bottom of. Also, there are some hurts that are just so painful that my pride had me in denial. And so over the years, it was just easier to erect this really tall and thick wall around that portion of my heart and around my emotions, rather than to deal with the situation and face possible hurt and rejection again. But what I've discovered, and what I'm continuing to discover, even to this very much present day, today, is that avoidance, denial, and sometimes even just prayer does not heal these hurts. The second reason I decided to go to therapy is because I woke one day and realized that I was very much unhappy and exhausted in life. Gosh. No amount of meditation, journaling, and prayer seemed to help. Honestly, I felt like there was this really thick, dark cloud that was surrounding me and threatening to suck me in at any moment, and I couldn't do anything about it. And I tried and I tried. And don't get me wrong, there are things and were things in my life that put a smile on my face, but that smile would fade away, and I was just left feeling very much uninspired, not creative, sad, morose, almost apathetic, honestly. And I didn't like that feeling because I've always been a very joyful person, just happy-go-lucky, worry-free. And so that feeling of no feeling and just down all the time left me really scared. And so I decided to seek help before those feelings intensified. My third reason for going to therapy is because I felt like I needed a little bit of guidance in figuring out who the hell I am. I realized I had no clue who I was without the approval and praise of others. I didn't know who I was when I did not fit into this box that others created, or when I was not living out the dream that others had of me. So I was like, nope, nipping this in the bud. I want to discover who I am. I want to rejoice and relish in who I am and my essence. So that's the third reason I decided to go to therapy. All of these reasons kind of came to a head and catapulted me out of my bed and into my therapist's office this summer, when I began to experience really sharp pains in my heart. And they would come and go. They wouldn't last for very long. But then those sharp pains kind of crescendoed into these dizzy spells. And at first I thought maybe it was just low blood sugar because I needed to take better care of myself, and I'm still working on that. But they wouldn't go. They would come and go, come and go, come and go. And then one day I could not get out of bed. Like literally, I couldn't even roll over in bed without experiencing an insane amount of dizziness. I was vomiting. I had to keep my eyes closed. I couldn't stand the light. I couldn't stand sounds. So I decided to go to the ER. They ran an insane amount of tests on me and figured out that I probably had vertigo. So they gave me medication, and I'm not one that's really huge on taking medication, but I took it because I wanted instant relief. The medication didn't help. It didn't help at all. The dizziness continued, and it was the worst thing ever. So I saw an ENT, I had an MRI done, And they came to the conclusion that I had anxiety. And I thought, what? Me? Anxiety? Like, Shaquala from 10 years ago would never imagine that a doctor would look at me and tell me, we think you're suffering from anxiety. And so at that moment, I realized, whoa, like something needs to change. Something needs to happen. This is not good. This is not a good road. This is not a good path that I'm on. I need some clarity in my life. I need some answers. I need to work through this trauma and this hurt and this pain. I need to forgive some people. I need to know who I am and all of that. So those are the reasons why I chose to seek professional mental help. Things are going pretty well thus far. I am learning a lot. I am enjoying all the activities that I've been assigned, and I actually have a few that I need to finish right now. But things are going great. This is like one of the best decisions that I've made in my life. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you for your love and for your support. If you'd like to continue to follow me on this journey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you can be alerted each and every time I drop a new video. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget, you are the best. Peace and love, you guys.